So just a short video just to talk about the Accu-check Fastclix, or as Jack calls it, his finger pricker, which is part of the equipment that we use to check his blood glucose. So in his bag, we open up the first sort of main section there, and here in the bag is his Fastclix. So that's the device here. As you can see, the device Accu-check Fastclix. There's a couple of buttons and numbers and things on it. So the first one of note is this number here. There's a cartridge inside this device which has 6 needles inside it, and each needle within it is a one use, and the needle ultimately goes into his finger, causing a very small cut, allowing his finger to bleed a little to do the check. So this number here is currently on number 2. This is how many finger pricks are left in it, how many needles are left. So there's currently 2 left in this device. When there's a new cartridge in, that's 6, and then each time you've done a finger prick, this little white button here moves to the side and then back again, and then the number goes down. So each time you've checked his blood glucose using the Fastclix, we need to move that on ready to the next needle. The dial that's at the bottom here, this is a twist dial with numbers on, and this is the depth gauge in effect. So this on the bottom, you line the square up above with the number below, and this is how deep the needle is going to go into Jack's finger. Normally I use this on 2.5, which is where it's set now. Obviously as he grows and gets bigger, then potentially we'll have to increase that, but that should be set on 2.5. Obviously if you get it out of the bag and it's been knocked and it isn't, then just twist that dial and adjust that back in. So other functions on it, this button here, this is the spring-loaded fire button in effect, which causes the needle to come out. And on the bottom end that you can see here, there's this circle here is where the needle comes out of, and it's worth noting that it isn't in the centre, it's slightly off centre. This other mark just here, that's just a part of the plastic moulding, so don't worry about that. But this circle here is where the needle comes out, and I say it's off centre, so we just need to bear that in mind when we're applying it to his finger. So the device itself, put that onto his finger, onto the tip, and normally we don't use his thumb and we don't use this finger, so it'll be one of these fingers, one of these 3 on either hand, and Jack will like to pick which one he's having done on this occasion. The important thing is that his fingers are clean and dry. If he's touched anything that's got any sugar or sweeteners or chemicals in, then that can impact on the results. So things like hand sanitizers, baby wipes, we don't know what chemicals are in there, and albeit they're not going to do him any harm, but they can give an inaccurate reading. So his fingers need to be clean. At home we use a wet cotton bud just to wipe his fingers down, and then a dry one to dry them. They do need to be dry. If his fingers are wet when you do the finger prick, then the blood that comes out will just mix with the water, and it will kind of run off, and it will make it quite difficult to test. So I tend to go towards the tip, but not too close to the fingernail, and on one side or the other, it matters not. But basically, in the fleshy part, the pad of his finger at the end, I say just be conscious that you're not right up by the nail bed, because that's going to hurt a little. So with this, you've got to line that hole up with where you want to do the finger prick on the finger. I'll try and do this whilst holding my phone. So line that hole up, and then fire that in, and then just give the finger a little squeeze from below, and you can see there. I'm quite warm and my hands are a little sweaty, and you can see straight away that because my finger's not dry, the blood's run off, which would then make it difficult. So that's the importance of it being dry. So that's how to use this piece of kit. I'll do a separate video of then what to do next, but I just wanted to show you this, talk about this, and then show you how to actually change the cartridge as well. So we've just done a finger prick, so that won't wind on anymore now. There's resistance there when it goes to the middle. Because it's at 1, we've used them all. So to change it, we pop this cap off the end, and then you can see the cartridge there itself. Pop that off, and that now goes in the sharps box to be disposed of. So that's gone. If we just go back to his bag, in this little section here where his little spares are, so he's got needles and things in there, but there's another cartridge here. So we just push that into the end. Just be mindful, obviously avoid putting your fingers over the end, but it just clicks in there into position, and then line the end cap back up. On it goes. Just make sure we're still at 2.5, and as you can see the number's gone back to 6. So that's the Accu-check Fastclix, how it works, how you change the cartridge. I hope this is of some help.